Hi, in this slide, I want to take a step back from the Heath Brothers book Switch and their metaphors and give you another kind of guideline for change, but use the Switch metaphors as I explain it. I think that if we want to do well in business, the general guideline is to think big but act small and do it in a collaborative way. Don't think that we have to reinvent the wheel all by ourselves. If you think about it, there are four permutations. You can think big or small, you can act big or small, and think big, act small is the quadrant you want to be in. If you think small and you act small, you're going to stay small and you're going to die slowly because you're just fine-tuning the past at best. The environment's changing, and if we don't change the environment, we just die because other people figure out how to change and they've got an edge and then we lose. If we think small, but act big, that's a braggart. That's somebody who does a lot of big blustering and talk and so forth. But the truth of the matter is they're not changing anything at all. They're doing micro tuning. Down in Texas, they'd say, oh, he's all hat and no cattle, from a sort of a how big is your cattle ranch kind of thing. Oh, well, and they look the talk the part, whatever, but actually they don't have much cattle. So they're sort of obnoxious people. We could think big and act big, but that's the way we go broke. Sometimes we can put it all in 17 and we win and we get 35 to 1 payoff at the roulette wheel, but just keep doing that and you'll be broke real quickly. So the idea is we want to think big. We want to, be visionary and fish where the big fish are that are hungry and so forth. But how are we going to do it in a very small, cheap, frugal, fast kind of way, a script, if you will. And by doing these little scripts, these rapid little educational bites, if you will, we're going to learn very quickly and keep retuning our script until we get it right. And then we get it right, then we'll sort of say, okay, how do we roll it out, scale it up, get the herd going, reshape the path around it, and so forth. So to go back to playlist number 5 or module 5 and remembering the 9 F's of designing a smart experiment: failing forward, fast, frugally, flexibly, faithfully, with fun, etc. That's what we want to do. Sometimes before we, quote, have the script, before we actually do the big advertisement for the state of West Virginia, on switch from whole milk to skim milk. And by acting very small, that's the Kaizen concept, which is built into script, which eliminates fear. It's a lot of people say, well, let's analyze. I call it analysis paralysis. At some point, it's like, you know what? We can't take numbers from the past and figure out what's new in the future. It just doesn't work. So we have to sort of, step out there in the water and see what it's like. But ideally, we want it to be elephant friendly. New term, elephant friendly. We can collaborate, usually in a big chain that I work with on net profit analytics. We'll cherry pick a few branches, where they're really aggressive, go get them, courageous, branch managers, and we'll get those guys up and going. And we start to use the successes and the stories from those people to get the rest of the herd to join them. At a CEO level, I've been involved in the Advanced Profit Improvement Conference. There's a footnote down here which runs 2 times a year. It's settled in Phoenix for right now, but it just gets bigger with more sponsors and more tracks and more speakers all the time. But it's all about this effort of how do we take net profit analytics and run our business in a better way and a more customer-centric, friendly way, and actually grow faster, more profitably than the old 100-year-old paradigm of let's ram and jam product to the channel and sell, push, promote product to any and everybody. So when you come to these things, you run a lot of people who are well down the net profit analytics journey path, and they think, well, if they can do it, I can do it, that kind of thing. So that's both levels. At the branch level, with the early adopters or with the APEC community, that's elephant herd appeal. And that's it. Basically, what happens is very quickly it self-fuels itself because it's fun. We didn't spend much. We learned a lot. It creates more insights. We get excited. We start to get some traction, results. Turns everybody on, and we're starting to grow and make more money. So if you can have more fun and you can grow faster, make more money, and all your stakeholders win, business becomes the best game of all. Thank you.